If you guys love rushing but also love assault rifles, you've come to the right video. Today I'm going to give you guys the 3 most overpowered rushing classes for assault rifles in Modern Warfare. These things are absolute beasts because not only are they good at close range, they're also good at medium and long range as well because they are assault rifles. Guys, check these out. These are the top 3 rushing classes. They're insane. You gotta use them. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video. Today we're going to be doing the 3 best classes for assault rifles for those of you who don't like to sit in a corner and stare at the same screen over and over again. But before we get into this video, I just want to say if you guys could drop a big like on this one. We're going to go for 1,000 likes before this spider crawls into your mouth while you guys are sleeping with your mouth open tonight. That's disgusting. You don't want it to happen. So drop a like to get that luck away, that bad luck away, I should say. Subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on. And guys, let me know down in the comments below if you rush or camp. But let me know what you guys do with your KD. What is your KD in Modern Warfare? Let me know all that kind of stuff. I want to see if campers are better than rushers or if rushers are better than campers. Go have a huge argument, whatever you got to do down in the comments, and defend the better play style, guys. I also want to quickly say that last night I was playing Search and Destroy and I'm actually super upset, man. I was having such a good game. I could have easily dropped a nuclear in Search and Destroy. It was like literally happening. It was about to happen, and then my electricity cut out and we lost power, and I was so mad, man. I was so frustrated. It could have been so good. I had all my buddies helping me out. They were all doing call outs. We were losing rounds on purpose just so I could continue my kill streak and stuff, and it was, oh man, I could have had it. And it was CDL, so those are sweaty tryhards, but whatnot. Let's get into these classes, guys. The first one I want to talk about is the AK47. Now, a lot of people, when they think of the AK47, they think of a big weapon with a lot of recoil, and this class is definitely not that whatsoever. If you guys saw my video earlier this week on the AK47, you will know that this gun is absolutely a beast. And the first thing you want to run for this one is going to be the barrel 8.1 inch compact barrel. Literally, it's the best one you guys can run. Now, this has ADS speed, it has movement speed, but it does lose out on bullet velocity and recoil control. So the AK47, we all know, has a very high recoil to begin with, and having this right here, the recoil control as a negative, kind of sucks. And I just have to say, we're gonna have another attachment that gives us that recoil control negative, and this is really good for rushing. Like, you don't want to use this gun at super long distances and camping in corners and stuff. You got to rush with this one. The next one is going to be the stock no stock, and this gives you that ADS speed and that movement speed exactly like the barrel that we threw on, but this one does take away recoil control as well, and it also does take away some aiming stability. But you guys don't have to worry, just run around with this gun and you guys can check out the gameplay. It just drops people so damn fast. Now, the underbarrel is going to be the Commando foregrip, and the reason we need this is for that recoil stabilization and that aiming stability. With 2 recoil controls as negatives, we definitely need to run this attachment right here just so it's not too crazy. Now, it does take away some movement speed, which kind of counters rushing and stuff like that, but guys, it's such a light gun. We made this gun so tiny anyways, it doesn't even matter. Going to the ammunition, we're going to be using the 5.45 by 49 millimeter 30 round mags. These things are absolutely insane. They give you fire rate and it gives you aiming recoil control, and the fire rate is so fast on this weapon that people up close stand no chance. Now, it did get buffed recently because there are 2 negatives on this weapon. One of them is the range and one of them is the damage. It does less damage, but it recently got buffed for close and mid range where it does a lot more damage than it used to. So if you guys have been using this AK47 with this ammunition in the past, know that it recently got buffed and it's a lot damn better. So yeah, go ahead and use it. The rear grip is going to be the stippled grip tape. You want this for that ADS speed, but the most important thing about this attachment is the sprint to fire speed. It gives you such an amazing sprint to fire speed. You got to use it. It does take away some aiming stability though, but that's the overpowered AK47 rushing class. We're going to move on to the next 2, and we're going in order here from what I think is worst to best. So this one is in the middle, and then the best one, guys, dude, it's insane. You got to use the best one for sure. So the second one on the list is going to be the M4A1 Mini. That's what I call it. I literally named it myself, and Mini just fits it so right because it's such a small gun. It doesn't even look like an assault rifle anymore, and this one is really good. And you guys are going to see the class that we got made up for this one. So the barrel is going to be the FSS Commando, 11.5 inch Commando, I should say. It gives you ADS speed and it also gives you movement speed, which is so damn good. Now, it does take away some bullet velocity and some recoil control, but this gun's not as bad as the AK-47 in terms of recoil, so you barely have to worry about that whatsoever. Now, the next one is going to be the laser, and I wanted to use the TAC laser for this one, because with the TAC laser you get 3 positives with only 1 negative, and the only negative to it is the fact that when you're aiming down sights, your laser's visible, which doesn't really matter all too often. So this one is really good. It gives you ADS speed, it gives you aiming stability, and also gives you aim walking steadiness. So when you're moving around walking and shooting at the same time, your gun's not going to be flopping around everywhere. This is a really good attachment to have. The next one is going to be stock, and like I said, man, it has to be no stock. We're making these guns into SMGs, and this gives you that ADS speed, and it gives you that movement speed, taking away a little aiming stability and a little more recoil control, but this one's not even bad. Like I said, it's not the AK47. There's not an insane amount of kick on this weapon right here. The next one is going to be the underbarrel commando foregrip, just so we could get a little bit of that recoil stabilization back and that aiming stability. Now it does take away some movement speed, and it's a little more noticeable on this gun compared to the AK47, and that's because this gun is still a little heavier because of the barrel. The barrel isn't as small as the one on the AK47. Now the rear grip is going to be the stippled grip tape. It gives you that ADS speed and that super important sprint to fire speed, taking away some aiming stability. But I want to get into the #1 class, and this gun is insane. This one you guys got to start using. Like, I know a lot of people bash this gun in the past, and it's not that good for long range, but when you make it into an SMG type weapon, this is where the gun shines, and that is the M30 mini beast. That's what I called it. Dude, it is. It's literally a mini beast, and it's gonna shred people like crazy. Like, the M13, I would say, is meant for close range. It's not meant for those long distance shots or anything like that. So the first thing you want to throw onto this one is going to be the barrel Tempest Mini. And the one about this, it gives you ADS speed, it also gives you movement speed, which is super good, but it does take away some bullet velocity, meaning that when you go for those longer shots, the bullets won't hit as high as where you're aiming or as fast as you want them to, and it does take away some recoil control as well. But out of all the guns, I think the M13 has one of the best recoil controls. I think the M4A1, I should say, is better at recoil control, but the M13 is still super damn good, so don't worry about that. The stock, again guys, it's the no stock. It has to be the no stock, and this gives you that ADS and movement speed. So you get both of those. You get to aim down sights really fast, and you get to move really fast. We got 2 attachments to give both of those, so this gun's already really damn fast at getting around and aiming down sights. It does take away, again, some recoil control and some aiming stability, but you guys know that when that happens, when we have 2 attachments to take away recoil control, we 100% need to run the underbarrel commando foregrip. It's a given. It gives you recoil stabilization, and it gives you that aiming stability back. So this gun's back to almost where it was in terms of recoil stabilization and all that kind of stuff. Now it does take away some movement speed, but the barrel is barely big enough to make a difference. Like, you could try running this gun without the barrel, and then you could ask your friend to run it with the barrel, and you're going to be running almost at the exact same speed. So don't worry about the movement speed whatsoever. I don't even think it's in the game. It's barely a negative. You're still going to be moving fast. But the most important attachment onto this one right here is the ammunition, and you have to 100% use the .300 blackout 30-round mags. This gives you damage range, which is really important for that mid-range gunfights. There's no visible tracers, meaning that when you're shooting your shots, people cannot see your bullets flying through the air. They won't see a thing. They won't know where you are whatsoever, and there's no enemy skulls when you kill the enemy, so that when you kill an enemy, his teammate cannot see where he died, and no one will know where you're shooting from because there's no visible tracers as well. So that's really damn important. Now it does take away, again, a little more bullet velocity, so we have 2 negatives towards that, which means this gun isn't that good at the super long range, but don't worry about it. It also takes away some recoil control. Still a very good gun, and we're gonna go ahead and throw in the rear grip stippled grip tape. Now we're not using the 5MW laser, so we have to use the stippled grip tape to get that sprint to fire speed and that ADS speed. Again, now the 5MW laser, it gives you hip fire accuracy and it gives you sprint to fire speed, but we're not using it on these classes at all because we don't want the laser to be visible in situations where we're not aiming on sights. So this one is good for that ADS and that sprint to fire speed, taking away a little bit of aiming stability. But trust me guys, these classes are good. In order from worst to best, I have to say it's the AK47, the M4A1 Mini, and the M13 Mini Beast. That is my personal preference, and I really do truly believe the M13 is way better and outshines the M4A1 at close quarter combat. But like I said guys at the beginning of the video, if you guys could drop a like on this one, we're gonna go for 1,000 on this video right here. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys rush, if you guys camp, whatever type of play style you have, along with your KD as well. I want to see everyone's. So guys, I read every comment, you don't have to worry about it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are around here with those notifications turned on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoy the weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace.